Of course, Matteo Lane. I love Emma Willman.
Yeah, we have a podcast called Inside the Closet.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Matteo Lane is here. You can see him on Netflix, and to me, I think you've done the world of comedy and entertainment a great service
By
bringing Barbara Corcoran.
You know, because I want to tell you a story about a young girl, and she became a waitress. And when she was struggling, she got a loan for $1,000. And from that loan became, I'm out.
Yeah.
Barbara looks like Lady Lane Fairchild from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about Barbara Corcoran.
Barbara from Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, yeah. She's my favorite. She'll always ask,
How'd you come up with that idea? Interesting. Fascinating.
I'm out. But she, like...
I always bring her, because first of all, because I'm watching the Netflix special, and I'm like, I can tell half the people in this room have no idea what he's talking about, but he could give a fuck because he's doing the Barbara Corcoran.
If it's that, I mean, it was either that or do my Liza Minnelli impression. Those are the best impressions I do. But and a great Joe Mackey. But
I've heard you do a good Joe Mackey.
Have you heard my Joe Mackey?
No.
Oh, I do a really good Joe Mackey. I do. I talk just like Joe. And Sam Morril, I'm the kid, not him. That's great, Sam.
But yeah, so... And I do a wonderful Liza Minnelli. But I feel like most of your audience has no idea who Liza Minnelli is. But Barbara Corcoran, my favorite is if you watch Shark Tank, literally one time there was two guys up there and she'll throw you a curveball. She'll be like,
You know what? I'm really enthusiastic about your product, but I'm not enthusiastic about you. You know all the answers. You're too smart, you're too slick, and I'm going to go with my gut. I'm out.
but then someone will come in with like a bowl of mayonnaise. She's like,
I'm in for $800,000 for 1% of your company.
I have a theory that I've been trying to push about Barbara Corcoran for a long time.
Go on.
She has no money to her name.
Probably not.
Every dollar that she has, she invested in that stupid lobster truck.
No, in that hot pink suit that she insists on wearing all the time.
Because I swear, I have never seen her invest in one idea other than the lobster truck.
There was the lobster truck. And
I think one time I went for ice cream. I really go based off my stomach. If I'm hungry, you're getting a deal.
That's it. It's like going grocery shopping when you haven't eaten.
Kinda, yeah. You know?
I don't think she has any cash. Everybody, even Robert Herjavec, eventually...
I'm so sick of his story. You know, my father was a Croatian immigrant. I know! We know! I mean, it's the same thing. Mark looks like he's wearing a mask. I mean, they're all a mess.
It's been 10 seasons. There's only so many stories to tell.
I love that show. And one time,
Has she had a little work done?
I wouldn't say I had work done, but I would say that I have a new face.
No, she, one time, there was like someone was handing out like syrup or something, and then you could just hear her in the background go,
Oh, what bucket?
So Barbara Corcoran, you know, they have Mark Cuban on the show.
I never watched it.
So you got to watch it. It's the greatest show on television.
Comics love the show.
Really?
It's so great.
I mean, everyone loves it, but specifically kind of like Ryan Hamilton and I and Nikki Glazer are obsessed with Shark Tank. Obsessed.
Plus, if you have ADD, you can watch it for 5 minutes and get the same amount out of it. You could watch it for either 5 minutes or 8 hours. It's all the same.
It's really good.
You know, they have Mark Cuban, who everybody knows, Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, who's, you know, he's...
Not so wonderful.
That's right.
I can't tell if I'm doing Sherry O'Terry's Barbara Walters or some weird mix of Barbara Corcoran, but I'm excited and people seem to like it.
They have Damon on, who's the guy who created...
Is he a black guy?
Yeah, he created
We've
FUBU.
had him in, yeah.
Yeah, he created FUBU.
We interviewed him. I remember he was a nice man.
Right. They have this woman from QVC.
Lori, the one
Lori.
who goes,
I'm out.
Right.
For that reason,
Right.
I'm out.
Unless she thinks she can sell it on QVC.
Yeah.
Then she's in.
She's also the one, like, everyone seems to have, like, normal lighting, and then hers is as if Jesus opened up the gates of heaven for her face. I mean, it's, like, really bright lighting. I'm like, Lori. It's the same with Mariah Carey. I met Mariah Carey 2 weeks ago.
I saw.
And,
How'd you meet her?
MTV was, like, doing fans meet her in an elevator. The producer knew me and threw me in there. And she was great. She was well-lit and nervous. But, yeah, but it was so weird because we're all in this shitty elevator, and the lighting is horrible. And then there's Mariah, like lit by God.
And what'd you say to her?
You know, I was like, I love you.
Do you love her?
Oh, I do. I love her. I mean, I have a history with Mariah Carey. Like, I've had a love-hate relationship with her, but she's on a really good path right now, and she's working towards her voice, and she's like, you know, seems like she's good. She's
Why'd
really
you hate her?
Because she was with this horrible manager named Stella and making weird choices, and I just thought her legacy was better than that.
You follow pretty closely.
Oh, I mean, like a hawk.
Good.
I follow like all these Mariah Carey Instagram accounts just to see like what notes she's hitting live and stuff.
I would literally rather listen to the Khashoggi murder. But it's not that I don't
It's not
acknowledge.
that different. It's the same sounds.
But she's got a great voice. But like I know she has an amazing voice. It's just not what I like.
What about
No,
that?
like, her voice is for specific people, and by specific I mean gays.
So you didn't tap out on Mariah Carey when she did that New Year's performance that she just
No,
quit
it
halfway
made me
through?
like her a little more because
did.
she's the one person where something like that can happen to her, and she's just like, yeah, I don't care. You know what I mean? Like she never. That's it. Like, and it's kind of over. But then also when you have 18 number ones, everyone's like, yeah, she wrote that Christmas song. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, we're fine. You know that Christmas song is number 8 in the country right now? Not in digital holiday charts. The number 8 song in the country right now is Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Well, who comes out with a Christmas song that actually turns into a Christmas song?
Mariah Carey.
Like, those songs are already well established
The
for
Beatles
decades.
did it. Didn't they have one?
So this is Christmas. John Lennon.
Lennon.
That's a Beatle. And then Paul.
Who sings
Paul
I Want to
McCartney.
Wish You a Merry Christmas? Oh, no, that's...
That's Jose Feliciano.
Okay, oh, yeah, that was one.
Bing Crosby. Who it's so funny to listen to music and be like, he just beat the shit out of his kids.
I know, it makes me enjoy his music more, actually.
May your days be merry and bright. But just beating his kids.
Yeah, because it really feels so warm and wholesome.
Yeah.
And just destroying them physically.
By the way, right now, Rich is struggling on the toilet.
You think so?
Oh, he's trying to pinch off a loaf and
Yeah.
it's not going
His
well.
little legs are straight out.
But he left going, yeah, I don't do my legs. And then went out for the gym. I was like, you got what?
But as you watch the Shark Tank show, the greatest dynamics in the world to me, there's 3 great dynamics on the show. Number 1 is Mark Cuban. He has this way. You know when you buy things on eBay, the best thing you can do is snipe. Like that makes no sense to bid on anything on eBay days in advance. You have to wait until 30 seconds, 10 seconds before the auction ends, and you just come in and quickly bid.
I'd rather just buy it outright.
Well, if it's an auction, you can't.
You can't?
Right.
You know, people,
eBay's
so sometimes.
Stressful.
But like Mark Cuban does that on the Shark Tank. He'll just, you all right, Rich? How did everything...
We were discussing how well your shit was going.
You were struggling. You were struggling.
Can you shit publicly? Like you can do that? You don't
Every
have
night
any-
on stage.
First of all, I don't talk about that, but it was the
Smart.
second one
That's
today.
what draws the line with you?
Well, it's the easiest humor in the world, and these guys, that's what they do. They're like fucking
Suddenly
kid
it's inside
humor,
the
these
extra
two.
studio
Yeah,
with Rich.
exactly.
Right.
I
We
know.
can't
Rich goes
discuss
for a
taking-
higher,
yeah.
a higher plane.
I don't
Yeah.
discuss taking his shit, but
Yes.
yeah.
Well, he reads great
I know.
newspapers like the Inquirer.
Right.
Is it harder for you to shit like the morning after it's been pushed up into you?
Depends if I'm getting some.
I don't
Right now, no. So
No.
things are going great.
You have a boyfriend? I thought you had.
No, I don't have a boyfriend anymore. Je
no,
suis single.
really?
Mm-hmm.
What a great life being gay.
Why?
You
To
can
get
hit
to
your-
fuck guys?
You could hit your spouse.
What?
Nothing.
Did you hit your boyfriend? Did you beat him up?
No, I'm not a piece of shit. I didn't
Okay.
hit my boyfriend.
Is it in the gay community? Is it generally accepted that
Literally not one person.
Right.
No.
Right. That's the first you've ever
I
heard.
like how
that.
Rich, of all the things the gays have done, he's like, yeah, you can hit your boyfriend. Like, what?
Now, you don't understand. Rich knows a lot about being gay, but just not living a gay lifestyle. He understands certain
see.
parts of it.
I've seen his outfits. He knows very well what it's like to live a gay lifestyle.
Thank you. That means I'm a good dresser.
No one said gays are the best dressers. They just dress differently.
You don't think gays are better dressers than
Sometimes no, and gays would admit that too. There's gays walking down the streets like, girl.
Is it?
You know what I mean? But we choose the best dresses and make the best dresses.
Love them.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on.
Well, we were talking. We did like 15 minutes of show.
We
while
were
you were on the
talking about
toilet.
Shark
long?
Tank.
Yeah. We were talking about Shark Tank, and
Do
I
you
was
watch
saying.
Shark Tank?
I love it when
See?
I watch it.
Okay.
It's
So
fucking,
the-
I'm
Comics
just so
love it.
produced, but I love it.
Oh yeah.
The
it
first
is.
dynamic is Mark Cuban jumping in and sniping up purchases, like in the middle of a negotiation. You know, whoever, Lori Beth will go, I'll do $500,000 for 20%. And the guy goes, will you do 15? And Lori goes, And Mark goes, yeah, I'll do it. And they go, okay,
Yeah.
done. And Lori's like, what happened?
But I don't like when Mr. Wonderful's like, I'll give you the money, but it's a loan, and I want 2.3% back, and then -5. And if you take this ion, I'm like, wait a minute, this is confusing for everyone.
I learned all my business acumen from Mr. Wonderful on that show.
Really?
And that's why when we were negotiating our serious deal, all I did was tell my agent I don't want to sign anything in perpetuity.
And they're like, you got to stop with this.
Some of it makes no sense. Like they go, well, what did you bring in last year? $4 million. And you need a $75,000 loan.
Yeah.
What do you do with that $4
Because
million?
we bought a lot of
They
inventory.
go on the show because they get
Yes.
all that exposure.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What was the big one? I love the shirts. They're so
On the one
soft.
on your chin.
Well, when I'm lucky.
The biggest one, Lori has the biggest selling product was the sponge with
That's
the
what I mean.
smiley face.
Yes,
yeah.
those are the
Scrub-a-dub.
best.
Whatever,
Scrub-a-dub.
Mr. Scrub.
Yeah, whatever they're called. Scrub something. They're phenomenal.
Scrub Daddy.
Scrub Daddy.
Scrub Daddy.
Which
Why,
is a
how
whole
much did
other
they
thing in the
make?
gay community.
What did they make?
Sponges.
Sponges.
I mean, how much money?
I don't know, but
Probably
I know I
like-
love the shirt.
Yeah.
The most comfortable shirts.
Really?
Promotional
Scrub Daddy
item.
has good shirts?
I have two of them, blue and an
How
orange.
did you get Scrub Daddy shirts?
They sent them in.
To send me a Scrub Daddy shirt.
I was DDP Yoga went on the show. You know, DDP went on to do DDP Yoga, and all the sharks were like, I don't think there's anything to invest in here. And DDP was like, yeah, I guess not. And he was like, dude, do you understand? After I did Shark Tank, in 48 hours, I did 7 figures in sales. He was like, it was just a commercial.
7 figures?
Like $1 million
It is just a
in
commercial.
sales.
But if it's a commercial, you got to behave well. I mean, you can't go on and cry. I hate people who cry.
Yeah.
It's like just because everyone in your
then don't
family's
go to his
dying
show.
doesn't mean that your product's any better. You know.
No, you're 100% right.
But then everything started burning down. I'm like, what? That doesn't make this T-shirt better. Like,
Yeah, why would I still buy this? I'm
Right,
sorry that
yeah.
your fucking family is dead, but
The second dynamic is this guy, Robert Herjavec, is on there, and he's
great
like,
hair plugs.
Great hair plugs. he's a Canadian guy, but he's an immigrant and all this stuff, and he founded a...
His father's the immigrant from Croatia.
That's right. He's from a family of immigrants.
His hairline has been sliding up and down that forehead for years.
Oh,
But
you
yeah,
don't think
it
that's legit hair?
No, but he figured it out. It looks, I can't wait because I'm starting to lose my hair, so I can't wait till I can get hair plugs. My hairline's gonna start in like 2 centimeters above
Why
my
not
eyebrows.
Propecia? We had Andrew Schultz yesterday talking about taking Propecia.
I know Propecia. I tried it for 3 months and felt like I was a zombie.
Why? It fucks you up?
Yeah, it made me feel like a zombie.
Did it fuck your dick
Really?
up? I heard you.
Yeah, it wasn't sexual. Nothing. I mean, just like nothing. I was
Wow.
on stage and just like a blob. I
Where are
wasn't
you
like.
losing your hair?
It's in the back over here, and then it's starting to creep that way. But I've
You got a thick,
I've
full
s-
head of hair.
So I've sculpted it in a way. So it's like longer on these sides, and I blow it out and then bring it forward.
Oh.
But what's interesting is like when it's windy out, because I've sculpted it, I have to like move my head to whatever direction the wind's going.
So are you worried now about losing your hair? Like, is this something you like, fuck?
No, I was at first, and now I'm like, whatever, I'll just go to the gym.
That's smart. Yeah. You just... this is what I have control over. Let me focus on this.
Yeah, I got
thing.
control over my pectoral muscles. Yeah,
Right.
but I'm not that worried. It's managing to look like something right now.
Are you scared that your forehead will look like his someday?
You know what's so funny? Like from your eyebrows up, you're the bad guy from Home Alone 2. And Home
Marv?
Alone. Yeah. Is that what's his name?
From the Wet Bandits?
Yeah, from the Wet Bandits. Yeah.
Daniel Stern.
Yeah. Didn't he do the voice in Wonder Years?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, good for him. What's he doing lately? There you go. Specifically the first one.
Is that Randy
Yeah.
Quaid?
No, that's Daniel Stern.
That looks like Randy Quaid.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to look like when I die. The skeleton. But Robert Herjavec, every time on that show, he offers a deal, and every time they turn him down.
Yeah.
And it's
Well,
just...
because he just seems like a boob. I don't know. He
Right.
seems like too like you can walk over him.
It's
Are they
almost like
all
the...
multimillionaires. Everybody. On the
Everyone but me.
Well, that's the third dynamic, is that Barbara Corcoran never gives anybody any money because she doesn't have any. I'm just
Except a bowl of mayonnaise and some lobster.
Then why is she there?
every time I don't know. Every time
Pursuits.
she said that she made her money in real estate, but every time I watch the show, I'm just waiting for her to be like,
Can we look at how much she's worth?
yeah,
I'm
well,
sure she's like $70 million. Or so. You know, she's got a.
You know what? I love the product. I think that you guys are great. Unfortunately, I'm a little cash poor right now, and for that reason, I'm out.
Unfortunately, I have no idea what I'm doing here, so I'm out.
Wow.
80 million.
80 million.
That's what it says.
Good.
I don't believe it.
So
I think. I mean, she's
I would
gotta
say
be
it's
worth.
40 then at least.
She was she was a businesswoman, author from Edgewater, from Jersey.
I guess so.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. Millionaire in Jersey?
Yeah.
Mark's worth the most. I mean, Mark could buy everybody out on that lineup.
Right. Well,
Is
Mark's
he a
Mark's
billionaire?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doesn't
right.
he own a football or basketball?
Basketball.
He owns
The
it.
Dallas Mavericks, yeah,
Yeah.
but he also started like networking, computer networking. They got in on that early, and that's how he made most of his money.
And he bought a ton of domain names really early on.
Oh, did he?
He bought
Okay.
like sandwich.com and pickle.com and all this stuff very
for him.
early.
Smart.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And was able to sell it. But Mr. Wonderful has a lot of money too. I mean, I've been trying to move Jim Norton and Sam Roberts off of SiriusXM and onto the Something Wonderful platform. You know, he always
I
pushes the
think,
Something Wonderful platform.
What's he worth?
Oh, wow. He's worth $400 million.
See, Kevin O'Leary. He's the greatest. He's my favorite by a mile.
Yeah.
You
How
know,
many Chicago accents? Horrible.
What's Mark Cuban worth?
I'm gonna
Literally
guess $5
$1
billion.
billion. I mean,
You
he's
think
got to be
so?
worth. Yeah, he's so much money.
I guess $5 billion, but I could be over.
You think he'll get?
I
into
guess
politics?
3.9 billion.
$3.9 billion.
Yes.
Holy fuck! And he's young too.
Well, let's not say things we can't take back. I mean,
60.
he's 50
He's
years
60.
old.
He's
or
60.
60 years old.
But when you're Rich Voss, he
He's
remembers
young.
he remembers 60.
Yeah, you're older
Yes.
than him.
Yeah,
Yes,
60
I
is
am.
young if you're Rich
You
Voss.
look good, Rich.
Thank you.
You do.
61. Thank you.
Yeah, but you know, he doesn't
think
look as good as he used to with his shirt off.
It's not happening today.
No, I
You
know,
don't
I
wanna-
know.
you
I
don't
wouldn't
wanna
bring
have
it.
a
He's in
competition.
amazing shape.
I know. Every time I'm with him, he insists on showing me his abs.
Wait.
And,
wait.
that's it. And I've never
His-
showed him mine.
I see yours on the internet every day. What
I
are you
know.
talking
My
about?
Instagram is so. I'm sorry, everybody.
I know you're
I'm
turning,
naked,
you're
but it's
turning
also my
into a
drawings.
female comic.
Well, you
That would happen years ago.
What?
I'm joking. I'm just saying. I love.
you can
Joan
see
Rivers.
Voss's abs on the internet every day too.
Do you think Mark Cuban will go into politics?
I don't think so.
they
We would
think-
know by
No.
now. I think.
You
we
don't
would
think
know.
so?
No.
It's just a dumb question while you're talking about abs.
He's trying to get
out
the
of this.
conversation
I know.
off of him taking his
Thank
shirt
you.
off.
It's not
Well, we can
happening.
steer this right back there.
Oh no.
You've never seen Rich with his shirt off?
Yes, he
He
has.
showed me every day.
But with the
Yes,
shirt
I
all
do.
the way off?
yes,
Yes.
he'll come to the cell and
Thank
be
you.
like, "I've got
So
abs."
stop.
And
Wait.
be like,
Wait. That's not fair.
No, it's not. We have to beg for it.
Yeah, you'll.
You
Who photoshopped that?
I don't think that's Photoshop.
That's really funny.
They do some good ones.
Oh, you look good there. Look at that. The second one. Yeah, Rich, you look good.
Rich, you'll show Matteo.
Madonna.
Look at my head.
Guarda.
You'll take your shirt off for Matteo and not for us?
No, stop it. It's not. Let's.
That's not even sort of cool,
it's
is it?
hacky. Let's not do it.
You look
It's
like my
hacky.
Instagram on this Google search.
Did you know?
Look at his pictures online. Go
Jim,
look at
did
him.
you know that Rich went on Bennington's show and said that we were hacks and not a real radio show because we make him take his shirt off?
I didn't say. I said that bit's hacky. I didn't say you were.
What's wrong?
hacks.
What's hacky about wanting to see a friend? In
You
good
said
shape?
the bit's hacky, and you said we're not a real radio show.
Oh, probably.
Okay.
But that's what Voss does. He'll go somewhere and just badmouth his friends.
Exactly. And he wonders why everybody hates him.
Exactly.
Not everybody.
Everyone,
but a lot
everyone
of
with a comedy
people.
club.
Do you feel like we're entitled to a bit of an apology after that?
100%. 100%.
How do you like to receive apologies?
This shirt stinks.
It's not happening.
shirt
Today. I walk
stinks.
out.
Don't
I got
walk
other
out,
shows
Rich.
lined up.
No,
You
you
do
don't.
not.
Yes,
No,
I
you
do.
don't. What are
You
you
do
doing?
not.
You go get demolished
Sit
on
down.
Pete
You
Dominic?
sit down. It's not happening. Come on.
Can we
It's
take a
not
vote?
Happening today. I swear to God. And if it did happen, which it's not, it's at the end of the show. I'm not taking my shirt off in front of Adonis over here.
Well, he
Mateo.
doesn't care. He's not going
No,
to fuck you. He's your
in the
friend.
best shape
Matteo,
out
has
of
Rich
any
given
So
you a
what?
Christmas present yet?
Rogan.
No.
He hasn't.
No. I didn't know that was a thing.
Are you guys running out of material? Let's do some. Let's talk.
We
are
are.
talking.
We're talking about you.
Yeah.
No, let's talk
Why are
about
you being so distracting?
Yeah.
You let us move on from it.
Sit down. Sit down. You're fucking. Come on.
Rich.
No,
Microphone. Use your instrument.
Rich.
Fucking
first
shouting
of
in the
all-
thin air.
First of all, I'm bulking up now. This is the off season. This
Let me
is when
see.
You eat and gain weight, and then you lose.
But what
the
are you
mic.
eating to bulk? You're looking
Carrot-
panicked, Rich.
carrot cake.
Jim, is he not talking into the mic?
No, he's just fucking a 35-year vet, and he's screaming in the thin air. I can't hear you because you don't have your headphones.
Am I
on.
right
doing a
next
good
to me.
job
How
talking?
can
You're
you
doing
not
great.
hear
All
me?
right, great.
You're doing great, Mateo.
Yeah, Mateo's talking to the mic.
Well, he's a
not.
professional.
He's
Yeah.
a pro. He comes from Broadway.
I don't come from Broadway. I've
I
only
thought
seen
you were-
one Broadway show my whole life.
No, I
thought you were a
lived on
comedian.
Broadway.
No.
Oh,
Lived on
never
Broadway.
done
I live in the
Broadway?
Upper East Side. Everyone's in their early hundreds.
you've never done Broadway.
No.
Off Broadway.
No.
You know.
As well as you sing and
Yeah.
dance.
I used
trying-
to draw for a living.
he's trying
I
to
was
distract.
drawing
Yeah, I
TV
said I'm doing a
commercials
good
for a living.
job.
Storyboarding, right?
Yeah,
Did you hate it?
storyboarded TV commercials. I was fine. I mean, some commercials were worse than others, but I did a lot of fashion ads because I can draw pretty women.
At Bennington's Christmas, not this year, last year, you sang opera, right?
Probably, yeah.
It was amazing.
Thanks.
Amazing. This guy is so talented. You have to see him with his shirt off.
It's not if he just goes to my Instagram, you'll see it.
Right,
Yeah.
it's there. Well, that's the thing about like Matteo chose to be a comedian. He could have been a singer. Rich could have been a bodybuilder, but he chose to be a comedian.
A body
I was
model.
going to be a speech therapist.
Do you think Rich could have been a torso model?
Absolutely.
Probably.
Yes, thorax.
A torso model,
think
like
he
for
could
like
have-
those heat and cool pads you see.
You look good there, Rich.
How do they do it?
He can go into a store and be like, "That's me."
He could have been Shaq's body double in those Icy Hot commercials.
I love these photoshopping.
They are very clever.
Oh,
There's
my
a lot
God.
Oh, they're so fucking funny.
Fat Rich Voss photos.
Poor Rich.
It doesn't bother me. It's so funny the way they do it.
Yeah, because they make you look really stupid.
Yeah.
Rich,
I mean, you look like a Mad TV
Stop.
character.
It's not happening today.
why are you being so distracting?
Because
Because
Go
what?
on.
We're trying to move on,
What happened? First of all, I'm going to tell you what happens. Like, say this weekend when I'm in Doylestown, Friday and Saturday.
At the
at
cabaret.
At the
Right.
Comedy Cabaret.
Great club.
The problem with this, and this is why I'm not doing it today 100%, I promise you, I'll walk out.
Okay.
Because they yell,
won't.
every place now is yelling, take your shirt off.
Well, don't
take
you
your
think
shirt
if you don't do it
Didn't
and
hurt
make a
Bert
whole...
Kreischer.
That's
oh, you
true.
really?
Yeah, guy's doing fucking sold out shows everywhere.
Yeah.
It's not because he
it's
takes
true.
his shirt off.
Yes, it is.
It's because he does Rogan every other week. And he's funny. And
Rich
he's
tried
funny.
to make a joke out of it and then realized
No,
he was
I
just being
didn't try to make a
insulting and then he
joke.
tried to turn it into a compliment.
I'm just kidding.
Because he does
No, no.
Rogan. And he's funny.
Hold on.
saying-
I'm just joking, saying that he takes his shirt off and he sells it. I'm just kidding.
course, you're
But
kidding.
then he gives me a real answer. Well, no, technically, I know he does Rogan.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I like the Joe Rogan podcast.
Well,
But
so
it's
does,
fun.
so does a million other people.
I know, but like, of course, you know, it's not really.
Rich,
He gets.
aren't you worried?
Singular or plural? Pick a lane.
Aren't you worried that by
The gay
not...
man is the one who
I'm
doesn't
not
have a
ready-
list.
Stop. It's not happening.
I know, I'm not asking you to take your shirt off.
I'll
I'm not
tell you
asking you to take your shirt
okay,
off.
we
I'm not going to
understand.
do that. But aren't you worried that by not taking your shirt off,
No, I'm not.
it's going to make more people in Doylestown this weekend where you're performing shout that they want to see you do it
Yep.
there because they didn't get to see you do it on our social media?
Yeah, just get it out of the way now.
I'll do it there. I don't
Like,
mind.
don't
I'll
you
do it.
I'll do it there.
Don't you feel
Yeah,
like
but then 15 people see it.
Whoa.
yeah, you're not doing Rogan, dude?
Listen, you guys. There's a difference between you guys and Rogan.
What's the difference?
Numbers?
That's what I
And
just said.
yeah.
That was my
no,
joke.
the difference is we're good friends. I'm friends with Rogan, but you guys, I would do anything for.
Except
Like,
take your shirt
Yeah,
off.
you're not taking your
Okay,
shirt off.
okay.
I mean,
Except the one thing we
listen,
want you
I'm
to
He
not
do.
just said,
doing
I mean,
it.
physically.
Don't jump on their side. Listen to me. They
I'm
do
having a
them-
great time.
Come on,
Listen,
dude. We have a
listen.
guest. Would you impress?
No, he's seen me.
If I wasn't here, would you have taken your shirt
No,
off?
not
Yeah, I would've been
today.
done by now.
I have
Yep.
too many shirts on. I gained
You have
weight.
two
I
shirts.
don't-
You didn't gain weight. You look
You didn't gain weight.
skinnier
You
than
look
last
great.
time,
No,
dummy.
I just looked at myself in the bathroom. I said, "It's fucking."
That's what you were
horrible
doing
today.
in the bathroom. You were posing in the best lighting, and you're like, not today.
Not today. Yeah.
Rich, you're
Sit down.
You're
Yeah,
embarrassing
yeah.
us in front of our guests.
Do you really think when you go, come on, that's the way
It works.
No,
Let's go.
no.
There's
Rich,
not
you're
happening.
embarrassing us in front of our guests.
Yeah, we have a friend here.
really?
We have,
We have
yeah.
company.
We're trying to impress Matteo and get him to come back soon. But if he goes, oh, they can't even get Rich to take his shirt off. Like, I'm not doing that
Maybe
I
show.
call
again.
my agent.
First of all-
Rich wouldn't take his shirt off. I'm not coming back.
Exactly. I don't want that to happen. It's embarrassing.
By the way, Matteo is going to be performing at the DC Draft House in DC, San Francisco Sketchfest, JFL Northwest in San Francisco. I didn't know they had that. And Roar at the MGM. He's fucking hilarious. So-
Come
Yeah,
to
he
the
is.
DC Draft House. 4th and 5th of January. It's gonna be freezing cold, and I'll need love.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody check it out. Rich, you take your shirt off.
No.
Why?
Are you doing any wrestling stuff coming up?
Yeah.
Don't you do a live podcast? Do you have a live one coming up?
I don't have a live one coming up. I'll be in San Jose for doing stuff for the WWE Network over
it.
the weekend.
Are you going this weekend?
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You back on Monday?
I'll probably be late on Monday.
Okay.
I'm red-eyeing back on Monday, Sunday night.
Yeah.
Get here Monday.
They fly you back and forth?
No,
First
I walk.
class? First class?
They fly me back and forth.
First class?
Is the show ending right now?
No.
Okay, good. I got nervous.
No.
No,
we
we
have
have an
plenty
hour.
of time.
All right.
We have an
Yeah,
hour.
don't worry.
Rich,
Stop. Stop.
how am I going to stop if you don't just do it? The only way to get me to stop
do it.
is just to do it.
It's not happening. I'm gassy. I'm bloated. I ate chicken parm last night.
Maron.
At the cellar, you could have them take a cutlet.
I know you told me last week, and then put marinara. You can't tell an Italian that.
That's true.
Although the chicken cutlet there is great.
yeah.
It is good.
It's
You
really
add some
good.
mozzarella on it and a little
So let's go to Litter in Georgia.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. What's up, Litter?
Hey,
Hello.
thanks for taking my call.
Hi.
Ring doorbell. Yeah, they rejected that on Shark Tank.
I'm
They
sure
did.
they've made some bad moves
They
and
turned it down.
picked some fucking clunkers. It happens. I mean, it's like playing the stock market. Sometimes you make a great bet, and other times you fucking lose a lot of money.
I watch what? I watch the Beyond. Do you watch Beyond the Tank too?
No.
I watch Beyond the Tank, and they go back to look at the businesses that
Will you
they've-
watch repeats of the tank that you've seen already? The
Yeah,
tank.
if Barbara's in it, I watch it.
Yeah, and Barbara's in most.
Oh,
of
it rotates.
Right, because I don't like, I'll look, it's like, oh, fuck, it's Lori, I want Barbara.
I don't like as much what they're doing with the new seasons where they bring on like Alex Rodriguez.
And Ashton Kutcher, get
the
out of
fuck
here.
outta here.
Stop it with your businessman, please.
Exactly.
Him and Justin Timberlake are the most obnoxious people in Hollywood.
You think so?
We're funny. Shut up.
You're not.
You're not.
Yeah, and I don't like there's the guy who dresses like a cowboy. I don't remember his name, but he always gets into fights with
Donald
Mark.
Cerrone.
I don't think it's
I
Donald.
think it was Susan Boyle.
That's who it was, Susan Boyle. Yeah, but I watch like Beyond the Tank. That's where they go and they go to the businesses that they've already invested in. And I watched one where it was a guy who invented like a red plastic Solo cup, but on the bottom of it there was a shot glass.
Oh, yeah, I remember
so it was
that
like
one.
a party thing, and Damon invested all this money into it, and you just watched the guy get crushed because he was not a good businessman according to Damon. And he rescinded his offer on Beyond the Tank.
Really?
Yeah.
They
Wait
can
a
do that?
second.
Oh, yeah. He was just like, look, I don't think there's any business for us to do
Wait, they
together.
can do it during the episode or after?
After I'm Beyond the Tank.
But wait,
Wow.
there's a shot glass under a glass, so
Yeah,
it's
so-
sitting on the shot glass.
Like the
Right.
bottom of the cup is like shaped like so when you turn over, it's like so you can drink a drink, bro.
Right.
Wait a minute, I don't understand.
It's a very bro-y thing. It's like a red Solo cup, right? And you hold it there. But if you flip it upside down, like you're playing a drinking
It's
game,
caved in. See that?
it's-
Look.
yeah, it's caved
like
in, so there's a
caved
shot
in.
glass.
Looks like, yeah.
I
mean,
I don't get it.
It's ridiculous.
for
it's
bros.
to drink more.
Yeah.
So you can do a shot and something else out of the same cup?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can do it at the
could
same
put a
time
shot
because it
on
would
one
spill.
end, drink that,
Right.
flip it over, and pour it up with beer.
But why
Right.
not just use 2 cups? That's so dumb.
And not
Because-
for
And
the
that's why I
environment.
invested $7 billion, which I
Because-
don't have.
You're going to get fucking liquid all over the place.
Yeah,
Dude,
it sounds a mess.
It's
It
for
sucks.
It's for frats. Like people play beer pong. Like it's okay.
Jim's
They don't.
so adamantly against this.
I hate it. Imagine drinking something and then putting it on the table. You leave the fucking ring. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Doesn't it seem messy? Aren't you gonna pick up the germs from the table?
Sounds
that
like
would
my
drive me
Italian
crazy.
mother. My mom was like,
Well, you don't even drink. You're sober.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't like
Yeah,
germs.
but you could
Same.
do it with juice.
You
juice
You're
on one
talking
side, a
off the
wheatgrass
mic.
shot on one side, and
Yeah.
orange juice on the other.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
I mean, like,
thank-
it's for people who don't mind, like, sharing cups and just
Okay.
want to get alcohol in their systems. And that way they can play their little flippy cup games, and there's more fun alcohol to be poured into
Fair
it.
enough.
You
What are
know?
some other bombs on this show that they had besides my act?
Ashton Kutcher.
Was
I
he
mean, he
bad?
really isn't
He
insufferable.
sucks on that show.
He sucks everywhere.
He sits
but
there-
he's really good looking. I mean, that's the problem is that he's just completely.
Well, that's
He has a good profile.
It's the same.
He's got a good everything.
It's
Look
the
at
same
him.
when they put a celebrity on Project Runway
Yeah.
that doesn't know about fashion.
Well,
So-
that's I get mad when you watch Chopped and it's like some C-list CW star sitting there. Knows these people are murdering themselves to make this ridiculous meal made of
Yeah.
duct tape and eel, and then they come up, they're sweating, their family's on the line, and then this star is like, "Yeah, I like the color pink." I'm like, "The fuck are you doing here?"
Here's what I hate about Ashton Kutcher on the show. Mr. Wonderful will do like the most Mr. Wonderful things ever, and he'll go, this idea. I know you've had this idea. It's your baby. It's everything. You've invested everything into it. You have to know when you have a dog, and this dog needs to be brought behind this shed and shot. And you're just like watching this person's dreams get crushed. But Ashton Kutcher is the guy that'll be like, "Hey, this is this person's dreams. You don't need to be rude.
Oh, I like that.
You
Good
don't
for
need to
him.
be rude.
No,
This is a
boo. We want
human
Mr.
being."
Wonderful. You need a Simon Cowell. You
Of
need someone to
course
be
you
like,
do.
"You suck."
Which one's
Right.
Mr. Wonderful?
He's
Mr.
the
Wonderful's
bald
in the
one.
middle with the Mr. Clean, the overweight Mr. Clean.
There's Barbara, Lady Lane Fairchild, Mr. Rochester's neighborhood on the left.
And the mask from Saw is all the way on the left. That's Mark. And then, yeah.
Robert
It's
Herjavec.
well, you have a overweight Mr. Clean and then a black Mr. Clean in the middle.
That's
Wait a
right.
minute, do they rotate people for each episode?
Yeah, they
Not for,
usually
like,
rotate
every
the women.
single
Which
which
episode,
sounds-
ladies
yeah.
aren't on at the same time ever.
Sometimes
Are
they do.
are?
Sometimes they team up like girl power. But usually it's like either Lori or
They usually have
Barbara.
5 people.
What's her claim to fame? That
she
one?
is
Which
the
one?
QVC
Who's that one?
queen.
Yeah.
She's cute.
QVC queen. She's beautiful.
How
Yeah.
old is she?
About early hundreds.
Oh, she's old?
No, I have no idea. You can't tell. She's so well lit. I mean, it literally looks like she's filmed underwater. It's blurry. It looks like a memory. You have no idea what you're looking at.
She's reported
Very
to be
similar to Lindsay Lohan's Instagram.
She's 49.
She looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, she's QVC. She's got all that good makeup, skin, hair, all that stuff.
Right. And she generally invests in products that somebody could just bring on so that she can sell on QVC, and she makes a ton of money for people. All these, like, the inventions that do well on Shark Tank are all the ones that you see at end caps at Bed Bath & Beyond. Every single update, they're like...
They're last-minute thought gifts. Like, wouldn't
all
that
of
be
them.
fun?
All of them. Every single update, they go, before we went on Shark Tank, we were making everything out of our garage, and now we're at every Bed Bath & Beyond.
By the way,
$1 million.
Best store in the country. Bed Bath & Beyond.
You
I love it, but it is
the best store in the country.
Really stressful. I mean, you walk in, I'm stressed out. The one in Chelsea, you walk in, it is a stressful day.
It's
There's
just
also-
shit on top
They
of
have
you.
There's also
everything.
They do. I love it.
Yeah.
If I had room in my apartment,
Yeah.
I'd buy things.
There's also a store in the mall that has just the stuff you see on TV. That
As seen on TV?
As seen
Yeah.
on-
Yeah.
all this stuff that you can,
But that's
and
like infomercial stuff.
Which
Yeah. But it's some
the
of this
best
too, I
Some of the Shark
infomercial,
Tank stuff, too?
Magic
Yeah.
Bullet. Magic Bullet is the best infomercial. Have you guys seen the Magic Bullet
No.
infomercial? Oh,
Yeah.
First of all,
I
it's
bought
like
the
there's an
Magic
Australian host and some blonde woman, and they're like at some they're like with friends making breakfast, and they're doing the usual thing like you can do this and this, and then some grizzled there she is with the cigarette. Go back to the images. Some grizzled woman named Hazel comes down, and she literally goes. If you click on the third picture,
With the
she's
cigarette.
in the house coat. She comes down. She's like, I hate garlic, stinking, nasty garlic, and she's smoking a ciggy. That makes no sense in the infomercial, but it's so memorable. It's and then like, well, Hazel, if you take this and that, but she just was. Look at her.
It's great.
It's a Sherry O'Terry character.
I've never seen that infomercial, but now I'm going to seek it out.
Oh, it's so good. Just Google. I mean, Magic Bullet infomercial.
And by the way, I know why you see all this stuff because CNBC, and I was talking about it when Howie Mandel was in here. The Deal or No Deal is one of the few shows that I'll accept taking away my Shark Tank marathons. But CNBC, they'll run Shark Tank because the stocks are once the stock market closes, they got nothing to do on that channel.
That's right.
It's like Lifetime. Like, put another Golden Girls on.
Yeah. So they'll run Shark Tank from 7 p.m. until 2 a.m. 3 nights a week, every week.
And comics are grateful.
And then at 2 a.m., infomercials until the stock market
So are you
opens.
up that late normally? Is that why you're watching them?
I'm usually up that late watching Mariah Carey high note compilation videos, but that's the god honest truth. And then I wake up and watch The View. But yeah, I mean, I love My cousin and I used to stay up and wait for infomercials. I love infomercials that are about food. Turbo Cooker, Magic Bullet,
Set it and forget it.
I mean, all of it. I love all of it because it is to me the most entertaining thing in the world.
It's great.
I bought off of the things you put between your car seat and your console down there that catches everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
Fries, the French fries.
Yeah, I bought 2 of those, 2 for $20.
Does
Then
it
I
work?
also bought, yeah, they're fucking great.
Do you buy them off TV when you do you call
no,
call
I
or
get
you see them in the store?
I see them in the store.
Yeah.
I also off of Amazon. I saw these other things you put between your car seat that puts extra stuff in it. Whatever. Just it's like an extra glove compartment.
Do you think Rich is a good describer of things?
No, well that one.
Awful. You put it between your car seat, it put extra stuff in it.
Yeah.
Could you visualize it?
No, it's like a child. It's like an 8-year-old telling you something.
It's like a
That's what
3-year-old's
it's called.
drawing.
Yeah.
Like, is this a house? No, this is us.
Yeah.
Oh,
You put it in your car seat and put stuff in it.
Yeah, how many?
Go buy
This
it.
many. Oh.
Put extra stuff.
I'll invest.
It's called extra stuff.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I like you and
Yeah.
I invest in people.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Can't understand your accent. Sounds like you have a list, but I'll go in for $700 million for 1% of your company.
I had an idea. This is so true, and my friend and I were going to do it where you take a punching bag, and you have maybe this much spring on it. with
Put
a
your
clamp.
boyfriend's face on it and sell it to the gays.
No.
Yeah, you know how the gays like to
Yeah.
beat their boyfriends
Yeah.
up.
And with
For
a clamp,
practice.
you can put it on your golf cart. Hold on, because people when you play golf, you get so fucking mad. Instead of breaking a club, you could hit the punching bag. A novelty thing, right? So we never went anywhere with it.
By the way, do you know what kind of asshole you'd look like on a golf course with a punching bag?
Wait a second. Stop. Then I saw online,
Yeah.
this guy invented the same punching bag with a suction
There's
cup.
a G at the end of the word.
With a suction cup, 300 million hits.
Mamma mia.
300 million.
Where's it go?
Golf course.
Punching bag.
Punching bag for your
Punching bag.
desk.
Punching.
for your desk.
For your desk.
3.
I can't even believe that's.
There it is.
That's not the same
You
idea.
just-
You
Do you know
have
how
to-
much that
Yeah,
must?
yeah.
Do you know how
Clamp
many of
that you
those
put-
fucking fly off the desk?
Yeah,
That
which
dumb
makes
suction.
it even worse.
300 million hits on Facebook.
So they took your idea, they made
No,
it better,
no.
and they sold it.
No, that wasn't my idea. They just had the same idea.
And they
And-
explained it well.
Yeah. You know, it was like a clamp on your golf bag.
You take this
you
thing and
punch
put
it-
stuff on it.
like a
Listen.
punching bag.
You put a clamp on the bottom of that, and you could clamp it onto your fucking golf cart.
No, I
and
get
you
it.
fucking
I
instead of breaking
guarantee.
a
So
club.
why don't you just invent it anyway? A golf cart.
Look, if you learn
I
anything,
don't have motivation, and I don't have the money to patent it.
if,
I
with
do
that-
have the money.
it's
to
10
patent
grand to
it.
get a patent.
that's what they.
How
That's
much
what,
is it to get patent?
I think 10 grand.
That's a lot.
That's what you learn on Shark Tank, though. They're like, what do you own? What stops me? Every time Mr. Wonderful just kills everybody. He goes, let me ask you something. If I like your idea, what would stop me from making the Mr. Wonderful punching bag and clamping that onto my golf cart? And they go, well, we were first to market.
well, we're here.
All they have to do is say we have a patent. If they have a
But
patent,
that's
they
the
can-
point.
Yeah, but if
Yeah.
they don't,
If they
they're
don't,
fucked.
yeah. What were you going to say, Rich? Tell me.
patents are they're easy to get around because all he has to do is add one little thing to it.
That's right.
And then it's so
That's right.
you know
That's why
it's,
you
the-
need.
it's the same with when you write something, put it in the Writers Guild or protect it. It's so easy to go around it and just take your show or your idea because
No, here's what I do. I write all my ideas and then I mail them to myself. It's foolproof.
That's right. Send
Nobody's
the
going to
old
rip me
email.
off.
I just write it in my notes.
Yeah, it's fine.
Emailing it to yourself helps.
What, to have the date on it?
Yep.
So it's stamped?
Does help.
Mm-hmm. Well, have people stolen your ideas before, Rich? He's nodding.
Yep,
What idea did they steal, Rich?
the bullet.
The magic
That's what a
bullet or the
toothbrush-
bullet from a gun?
You want me to tell you? the truth? You won't believe it, but I'll tell you the
You
truth.
invented the bullet.
No,
1870.
Here's what you
in
do.
1970. Hold on.
Tell me with your shirt off, bro.
No, in 1977, a friend of mine who was an artist, we took sneakers. This is 100% true, and we drew checkers on them, right?
Okay.
And it was red and white. I was the only one. I said to my father, "Can you give me money so we can get this business started?" He said, "You're always trying to get rich quick." Those are probably a multi-million.
He was trying to
I
get
was like,
rid
he
of
gave
Rich
you the
quick.
idea. He named you.
No, but you know what I'm talking about? The sneakers with checkers.
Yeah.
When did
I
Vans
did
come
that.
out with the checked sneakers?
Look it up. See if it's before 77.
I was going to say 1942.
Those are the sneakers.
Yeah, I mean, that was like Vans' first thing, right?
Yeah.
So,
How
so
old?
see
I
if
mean,
you
Vans
can like.
started in '65.
Okay, so they were doing it in
You were
1965.
13 years late.
No, nobody. Those weren't their first pair of
Hush
sneakers.
now.
See if you can do like Vans Wikipedia. You did something. Vans created it at least 10 years before you.
No,
did.
they didn't.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
they
were
did.
late, Rich.
No.
Absolutely.
Late again.
That's like me inventing a scrub daddy now. People are like, you idiot. It's been done.
no, there's a face on
Fool,
mine.
Jim.
Yeah, let's see.
But those sneakers.
Founded in 1966.
1944.
Okay,
Oh,
but
that's not
those
what it was.
sneakers didn't come out until the 80s.
That's not true.
Well, how do you know? You don't. You're saying facts you don't know. Nobody had those sneakers when we did it.
Except for
telling you.
Vans.
Vans had already done it.
Except
Okay.
for Vans.
All right.
Troy, you're kind of a fan of Vans sneakers, right?
Yeah, of course. I have Vans on right now.
Yeah, would you say that they had those check sneakers pretty early in the game?
I'm sure.
Oh, and see, there's no proof. You can't go to court and go, "Oh, I'm sure."
You just
Proof.
ask Vans when they did it, and they would just prove.
would
No,
have
we
proof.
did
All
this.
you have to do is prove it to me now.
Why would they?
You.
I don't need to.
What would you guys invent if you went on Shark Tank?
I've
An-
thought about that.
an
I have
audience?
just no. I wish. I have never have any invention ideas. For as much as I watch that show, I have never
it's hard.
had.
A lot
I
of
have
stuff's
another
been
one.
thought of.
Yeah.
You have to think of something kind of clever that no one else is.
Something that annoys you every day,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're like, oh, yeah, there is no thing for that.
They're like, all
Yeah.
you have to do is solve a problem that we all have, and I'm like, I'm
I'll
fine.
give
Right.
away. I'll
You
give
know?
away one right now.
Okay.
And whoever takes it, if you want to send me 10%, because they don't have.
Is this
them.
like when you gave away your password on the air?
Oh my god.
Yes. Guess what I'm going to do for you people out there then? If you want to give me 10%, golf pants.
Golf
okay.
pants.
they
God, you
come-
love golfing.
But
He really
listen to me.
does.
Yeah.
What's this?
come down
a
like-
fucking little
they
bouncy
come
castle
down
you can
like-
bring on the golf course.
They come down like flares.
Right.
But on the inside, they're tight. They're tight to your skin, so ticks can't crawl up your legs. So there's like
Why don't you just pull your socks up?
The leg is tight to your skin.
Then why the flare? For the look?
For the look, so it doesn't look like you're wearing just tights on the bottom.
The tick's a big problem in golf?
Yeah, in Jersey.
Wait, so you mean like
it's-
joggers that have they're kind of baggy sweatpants but are tight at the ankles?
Well, they're pants, but tight at the ankles.
I mean,
but
those
they
pants
have-
already
They end at
exist.
the calf. They're fucking culottes.
Well, whatever. So ticks. No, you got to get them to the ankles because ticks will go anywhere their
Rich,
skin.
like that's joggers you're describing. They already exist.
Just
but
wear,
no, but
or
they-
you could
okay.
just wear socks.
See those?
They
you
just
see
pull the socks
joggers?
up.
Yeah.
I do. I pull the
Just-
socks over my pants.
Then problem solved.
No, you don't.
We have socks.
Yes,
Who, you
I
a
do.
fucking night stalker? That's what Richard Ramirez would do when he
Did he
broke in to
really?
rape old ladies. Yes, because he didn't want his pants getting caught on anything. He would tuck his pants into his socks
Yeah, I do
when he
that.
climbed into a window.
Look at all these.
So horrible.
Look at all these baggy pants that are tight at
Stupid,
the ankles
you
that
don't
are available for
understand. I'm talking
25
about
bucks.
slacks.
I know what he's saying.
Okay, and then on the
You're
outside-
talking
You're not
to
talking
no
into a
one.
microphone.
It's a
and then
microphone.
the outside of they're slacks. Those are sweatpants, and they are.
He means tight underneath, and then the fabric on the outside going like bell bottoms, but underneath the bell bottoms,
Just wear
it's around your
leggings
leg.
underneath your
Yeah.
pants.
In the summer.
It's the
Well,
same
what's
thing.
the difference? You have
Because
two
it's
layers
one-
over there.
No, it's not 2 layers. The second layer is really
You've got a
just,
flare, so everyone's going to call you a faggot. And then underneath that, you've got tights,
We
and
don't
then you've
use
got
that.
socks over that. And at that point, the tick wants nothing to do
We
with
don't
you.
use that word here.
Well,
Tick?
she
Sure.
does. And by she, I mean me.
Yeah, I mean he is right. I mean it would just be like wearing long socks. It's the same thing.
You don't get it. You're stupid.
I'm going to tell you, Rich.
Socks. Ticks
not
can
a good
crawl-
idea.
No, ticks can crawl up socks and hit your
Oh,
skin.
that's so awful.
They can't hit.
What
your
else-
skin.
what else
I
he
have a
inventing?
question about this product. What's a tick?
What else are you inventing?
Him when he's auditioning.
It took you a little longer than it should have, but you're older.
We just actually Rob wanted to contribute in there. Rob said he's been golfing. Rob is what is he? 27, 26?
What are you looking for, Rob? Maybe a hat with radar so bats don't bother you when you're golfing?
He's been golfing for 15 years. He said he's only ever gotten one tick.
That is correct.
And that's when he wasn't golfing.
Where do you go?
He said it's not a problem.
It was in the pants, but it was one time, and I golfed maybe
I love all these East Coast
75
accents. Golf.
Listen.
What does your
It
dad say
depends.
when you and him have father-son time?
Oh, no, Rob, don't say it.
Say it. Say it.
no
What's he say?
Say it.
dad and lad time.
Oh, my God.
Dad and lad.
I'm happy I don't have a relationship with my father. I can't imagine.
Yeah, it's awful.
You don't? Why not?
I don't know. He was in Vietnam. He's got 2 gay sons. He's emotionally unavailable. What do you think? I mean, this man. No.
Is that hard for him?
Everything's hard for him. He's just one of these men. I haven't spoken to my sister in 7 years. I mean, they're just, just.
But did your parents know, like, very young? Okay.
Well, the thing is, I'm gay. My brother's gay. My cousin's gay. We grew up next to them, so I'm sure my mom and aunts thought, well, I guess boys just play with Barbie now. I mean, they must have been so confused.
So but were you, everybody, like, knows, there's always a kid in school that when they come out, it's not a shocker.
Yeah, nothing was shocking. I mean, I
Right.
worked at Michael's, for God's sakes.
Right. But did your parents know, like, when you came out to your parents, were they
Yeah,
like,
I mean, my mother trying to pretend. She's like, I had no idea. Just trying her best to act.
Right.
Of
But
course.
your dad had to have seen the writing on the wall.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Right.
but now, like, if my kids, who cares now? Nowadays, like, if my daughters were, I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
You
some
know.
some parents don't care. Some still do.
It's a sad thing, Rich.
And maybe it's different for a guy. If I had a son than daughters, maybe you expect more out of a son. I fought in Vietnam, and he's going to be and then you're.
My dad tried to
fra-
take me hunting. It just never worked.
can't
It's like
hunt-
that
you
scene in The
can't-
Simpsons when Homer tries to take Bart hunting, and Bart looks at him and he goes, "Why'd you take me?" And Homer goes, "Well, to learn to be a man. Why? What's the problem?" And Bart goes, "I don't know. Bunch of guys sitting here alone in the woods. Seems kind of gay."
Yeah.
And Homer goes, "That is a very immature attitude."
Mhm.
That was it. for you.
Kinda, yeah. I mean, I would sing Disney princess music, or like, I just was in my own world. There was a video of us ice fishing. Can you imagine me ice fishing? But there was a video of ice fishing. Of course, I'm with all my cousins, and my dad or my sister is holding up a fish she caught, and I'm in the background holding up my pole, reenacting Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty, going, "Forest of Thorns shall be his tomb," and the video just cuts by my father going, like,
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like your dad would have been at all
completely
surprised.
supportive of me and my brother. Yeah, he loves us very much. He's just, emotionally not there.
He's gone through a lot.
Of course, he's gone through a lot, and I'm like, forgive him. You know what I mean? Like, he's watching his friends die in Vietnam. I'm like, oh God, Grinder's a drag. You know, I mean, it's like I have to put it into perspective. You know, so I've been nicer to my dad and my upbringing because of that reason.
How old is he?
He's 64.
We have a caller who actually thinks that Rich's invention says something about his golf game.
Oh. He's gonna say I'm in the woods.
Eric in New Jersey. What's up, Eric? Why would you spoil it for Eric?
What are you guessing punchlines for?
Just let a guy tell a joke.
Two Jews walk into a bar. I bet this has something to do with money.
Was that your plan going in?
You're
You're like, I'm not going to take my shirt off and I'm going to give away people's punchlines?
No, first of all, this is like Shark Tank, and I'm going to have to argue back. Go ahead. Caller, you're on.
Oh,
that's not what Shark Tank is.
No,
That's
it's not.
hardball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, who's on the phone again?
It's Eric in New Jersey.
Jack
Eric.
Nicholas.
Jack.
Barbara.
You're on.
Hey, I live northern Jersey, Sussex County more specifically, where the woods are pretty darn close. I just want to know, where is your ball landing?
Okay.
That you need to have tight pants.
All right, now here, and you're a
good
golfer.
question.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Where I play, in Central Jersey, tons of deer, and there's so much fescue there, and you don't have to hit your ball there. The wind will blow a tick. Okay, you don't have to walk through.
So there's just ticks flying through the air trying to grab you?
Everywhere.
Oh, my God.
It was attacking it. You never seen
This is like Sharknado, except with ticks.
Wow. No, it's Alfred Hitchcock. Like the birds, it was ticks. Ticks can fly.
The birds weren't getting blown around. They fly.
Now ticks
Same
can
with ticks.
fly in this scenario.
No,
this
ticks,
is a lot.
No, the
Yeah.
wind can blow a tick.
I don't even think Barbara's still on board for this one.
No.
Look,
The
I've
wind
been out years ago.
The wind can blow a tick. So...
Eric, so
Is that
you're
true, Eric? Is that
So
true?
wait, Rich, you're protecting your ankles because if the wind makes a tick airborne.
No, he's explaining his invention, which is a golf bag with fans that blow out. This way, any ticks will be blown away from the golfing area.
That's a good
Troy,
idea.
you grew up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You must have experienced a bit of the outdoors growing up.
Of course.
Yeah,
Did you ever have to-
every spring they had to close all the windows because the ticks were blowing into the house.
You
Did you
don't
ever have to
think-
deal with flying ticks?
Never. Not
Oh,
once.
okay.
All right.
I'm sure the wind
just saying.
has picked up a tick before.
Right,
but I don't
sure.
think this is
Possible.
a thing.
Yeah, I mean, once in a while, a fucking house gets blown due to a tornado or a
And
hurricane.
so there's a
Actually,
fucking
a great
radio.
point,
And-
Jim.
If there are ticks flying through the air, it wouldn't explain why you made the protection in the ankle area.
Because
Yeah,
listen to
at
me.
that point, just
first
wear
of
a
all,
BB
how about-
outfit.
let me
Ticks
tell
in
you,
your face.
Don't contradict what I say. I know.
Why-
What if
I
it
was-
blows
you
in
took
the
the
air?
words out of my mouth.
Hold on. What if it blows in the air?
Right.
Or you're walking through.
Rich, this is a very
I-
gay conversation. It's
I know.
blowing, it's contradicting. I mean, we get it.
All
Put your
It
headphones
blows in.
on.
I don't need them on. What
He's
if
holding
it,
it like Barbra
what if
Streisand
it
in the
lands?
studio.
What if it lands on your shoe and then crawls up your leg? Fuck face.
Do you know how many things would have to happen for your invention to even sort of be
Yeah.
relevant?
It's
All of the
irrelevant.
ticks crawl up your legs. They're in the middle of the course.
How
They're
about you
not
play
just in the
golf on
woods.
concrete?
Yeah, it's
You know how
actually a
far
good
the
point.
ball would go?
Exactly.
Whatever. It's my idea, and when I sell it,
Actually, we just found out, contrary to popular belief, ticks do not fly or jump. They do not blow in the wind or fall from trees
where does it say
to
that?
land on your head. Ticks' legs can detect carbon dioxide, blah, 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 blah. Ticks do not jump. Ticks do not fall on you. Ticks don't do any of that stuff. They
Yeah,
they
how
come from
about-
the ground and they crawl up your leg.
Not the New Jersey Central tick.
New Jersey Central tick, not Central New Jersey tick.
The New Jersey Central.
No, those fly Delta.
Right, Rich? Would you
Yeah,
take your shirt off?
No,
We gotta take a quick
I'll
break.
take mine off if you take yours
No.
off.
Oh, all right.
no.
We're gonna take a break.
No.
There are a couple people that want to say hi to Rich.
All right.
If we should bring them in.
Sure.
You know, Dennis Falcone was outside.
He loves Rich.
He wanted to bring in a couple people to say hi to Rich. So if we could please welcome Dennis Falcone and his Shirtless Balloon Boys. Here they are.
Oh, this is nice.
This is nice. Yeah. There they are.
Good stuff.
This is great. This is great. This is good. Dennis, thank you for gracing us with your presence
Get the fuck off me.
and bringing your shirtless balloon boys. This is spectacular.
Why are you coughing and pretending you're not liking that?
Yeah.
Because I got this.
Keep dancing. Why are you guys
Yeah,
not
dance,
dancing?
guys. The music's on. Dance with Rich.
Dance for Matteo too.
Yeah, no. Don't steal all the fun.
Take your shirt off, Rich.
Yeah, take your shirt off.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Rich, take your shirt off, bud.
Do you know how? Do you know how gay it was?
I love that I'm the gay one and that this is.
Yeah. Rich, join the party, man. Why are you being such a spoil
Do you know
sport?
how gay that
Come
would be if I
on.
did that now?
Troy, be gay. It'd be great.
Troy, do you want to join the party? Sure. All right, Troy's going to join the party.
Come on, Richie. Get that shirt off. Come on, Rich. Get that shirt off.
Dennis, you bring the party. All right, Rich. Take the shirt off. All right, then you know what?
Don't be shy.
You know what the shirtless balloon boys do when you won't take your shirt off? They
What's that?
start touching.
Touch. Oh my God. Time to touch. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Touch the autistic.
Talk into the microphone. Get some Lysol. Come on, shirtless balloon boy.
Yeah.
That's the bit. That's the bit.
Let's get a big group hug.
You can't
around
follow
Rich.
that.
Come on, give him a big hug.
Yeah, group hug.
Yeah, hugs are nice,
Group
Rich.
hug. There it is. There he is. Knock it all over. It's a party.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the only one.
Come on, Rich. Tie him up with the headphones. Tie him up.
Tie up the bachelor.
Welcome to Rich Voss's bachelorette party.
Tie him up with the headphones.
Come on, Rich.
My God.
The toplessness is contagious. Take your shirt off. Yeah. Yeah.
With an extra shirt on.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah.
Sexual harassment.
Sexual.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah.
I got half your burrito.
You can have it.
That's
Yeah.
a euphemism.
You bet. Oh, man.
That's a good way to.
Yeah,
Look
Rob
at that.
likes it. Pepperoni nips.
Look at that.
Get the fuck out of here.
I didn't know this was going to happen, but when Dennis Falcone's shirtless balloon boys show up, there's really only one thing you can do.
Yeah, you didn't even do your line.
Hello. Can't
Oh,
listen,
man.
you guys were fabulous. I can't. You know what?
What?
If I could get you two this Friday and Saturday in Doylestown at the Comedy Cabaret to dance
They
behind
dance
me.
without music.
No, they don't need the music.
Guys
Yeah.
don't need it.
They're looking.
Yeah.
They're shirtless balloon boys.
Wait, you know what? You know what Dennis wants to see? The shirtless balloon boys make a Voss sandwich. Yeah.
Twerk, boys, twerk.
Twerk. The boss said twerk, boys. Dennis, how great is it to have two shirtless boys at your will and at your beck and call?
Wonderful.
You love it, huh?
I'd love to bring them to a wedding.
Yeah.
One that I get paid beforehand.
Get the cash up front.
Cashish
Are
fee.
you Italian?
What's that?
Are you Italian?
Yeah, and I DJ weddings,
Yeah, work, of course.
of course.
And he's got shirtless balloons.
Yeah! Time for touching.
For someone who hates it, Voss smiles a lot.
He likes it.
It's funny. I think it's kind of funny.
He likes it. All right.
Listen, I still have 2 hours left in my hotel.
Bring the boys back.
That's what he was joking about.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
To parade through the lobby.
Look, I
All
think I
right.
really like this idea, and I want to invest.
Barbara Corcoran wouldn't
That was
invest in the
very
shirtless
funny. I
balloon
can't-
boys.
No,
That
she
we're
would.
done.
She was pretty
This
pretty
guy's really
uncomfortable on
into it.
Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, did you see her on Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars?
she
I
was
missed
like
that.
the whole time like hitting on her partner.
Oh, he's tall and sexy.
First of all, you're
And I'm dry and short.
Really weird. What's wrong? What happened? What?
Stuck in the headphones.
He got tied up.
He got tied up.
You know,
Hey, there was a lot of chaos at the party.
The other day, I pulled away. I was getting gas, and I thought he hit my car, and I pulled away and fucking ripped the hose right off the fucking right off the tank.
Of course you did.
I was driving. I go, oh fuck! I got the hose.
That happens in like
came with you?
National Lampoon's Vacation,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, well, no, it happened in Hillsborough.
Did you bring the hose back?
Well, I didn't leave the parking lot. I noticed it. I go, hey.
Can you believe that you lied about something horrible happened to your kids to try to?
I didn't say my kids. I said an emergency.
Family emergency.
A furnace could break. That's an emergency.
That's not a family emergency.
No, it isn't.
What's that?
No,
That's not a family emergency.
Oh, geez, that was weird, man. That was a weird way
What
to
did
go.
he just do?
He kissed
He
both
kissed
shirtless
both the
balloon
boys.
boys on the cheeks.
How am I the least gay on this show?
You are.
I'm
You
doing
are.
Mariah Carey impressions, Liza Minnelli impressions, and I've been swept away.
Well, when Dennis Falcone brings in his shirtless balloon boys, there's no outgaying.
Makes everyone
you know?
question everything.
It really does. Because we all enjoy it, and nobody really knows why, you know?
I think you're all gay.
This was the highlight of my
Life.
just being in radio here with you guys.
Good. See, it's not always about you taking your shirt off. Sometimes
thank
it's
you.
about other guys taking their shirts off.
Good.
Right?
Yes, and then eventually I'll do it again. But sometimes we have to spread the wealth.
Right.
You know what I
Anthony's
mean?
gyrating his pelvis behind you.
I mean, he's still.
They're still in mode.
They're into it.